I believe I must have made a mistake somewhere. Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Barter speaking, and welcome to a new series of Microsoft Word, where we go through every feature of the Microsoft Word application, for those who don't know. Today we're going to be focusing on the Home tab, and we have here you can type different normal, no spaces, heading 1, heading 2, you can use any one at once. For example, I myself have used the title here for what we're actually doing in this episode, because that's not it. Today I have got something rather different for people. I've got an acapella, which I've never done before, and is actually much harder than I thought it would be, considering that I literally chose a song that's already been written that I couldn't find the instrumental for, and because my brain couldn't process and produce music. I mean, I just literally couldn't think of what to make for music for this particular subject, so I just based it off a song that stuck in my head, which is a Dan Bull song, Murdered Soul Suspect. You might know that one, or you might not. I'll put a link in the description to it. So that's what I'm doing today. If you're a C3 person and need to revise this topic, then you're not alone, and you've now got a really appalling video that you can watch, and I've got my annoying voice that I can revise with. So, you know, we all lose. Alright. Imagine the beat of the original song in the background, because I can't actually source it, and this song goes for longer than the original one. I'll explain why. First off, with me explaining about the lack of soundtrack, my brain wasn't inspired, and until I get my thoughts back I'm stuck making songs a cappella, and everyone knows how I'm appalling as a musical fella. Regardless, right here right now is what subject one must learn, that of precipitates and how a different flames burn. It feels like forensics flame tests come into use, but different colours of cations always tend to confuse. But the method is quite simple and carried out easily, and all the time the end result is always clear to see. Take a test of this clean and the solution did the end. Once you've done that above, a bunch of flames suspend. When the flame will change colour, I don't need to explain. Clean the loop and acid, then repeat this over again. And normally the step demands more use of the brain. The last thing you want is happy thoughts parted in twain. But unfortunately, although the many have tried, it seems that no clear pattern we've been able to find. And so if you don't mind, we'll recap the stories, a brief recap of basis in the form of a chorus. Crimson is for lithium, yellow is for sodium, calcium is scarlet and the lilac one's potassium, copper is the blue one and reminds me of aquariums, last but not least the green one is barium. Lithium, sodium, calcium and the lilac one's potassium. Copper reminds you of aquariums, last but not least the green one is barium. Well, that's that. Moving on to the precipitates part of the syllabus that no one here appreciates, we take a solution of a metal compound. The sodium hydroxide many people have found comes in extremely handy, but this here test that is best for forming certain precipitates regarded with high zest. Calcium and magnesium hardly form the picture of soul, as is aluminium, but the next is dissolved. Same reaction to copper turns blue, and green is the color that belongs to iron 2, because brown is iron 3, you see. Don't ask me, and guess what? I test with non-metals you may also see. Well, unfortunately, although the many have tried, it seems that no clear pattern we've been able to find. So if you don't mind, we have the stories, a brief recap of basics in the form of a chorus. Crimson is for lithium, yellow is for sodium, calcium is scarlet and the lilac one's potassium, copper is the blue one and reminds me of aquariums, last but not least the green one is barium. Lithium, sodium, calcium, the lilac one's potassium, copper reminds you of aquariums, last but not least the green one is barium. At this point the song is meant to finalize, but there's more to come that I didn't realize was even there, such as the carbonite test, but don't worry, this one is no dangerous quest. In fact, all you do is react with dilute acid to metal carbonate, which otherwise would be placid. Collect the given gases CO2 and H2O and make them pass with lime water. No precipitate show as for halide. But for now you're not irate. All you do is react them with some silver nitrate. From white to cream to yellow, the darker they are, depending on the position on the vertical bar. From chloride to iodide, they attend to ask, and their sulfate ions are to be my final task. Hydrochloric acid forms a white precipitate with these, but I am now pleased to say the song I shall cease. But unfortunately, although the many have tried, it seems that no clear pattern we've been able to find. So if you don't mind, we have the stories, brief recap of basis in the form of a chorus. Crimson is for lithium, yellow is for sodium, calcium is scarlet and the lilac one's potassium, copper is the blue one and reminds me of aquariums, last but not least the green one is barium. Lithium, sodium, calcium, the lilac one's potassium, copper reminds me of aquariums, last but not least the green one is barium. Acapella, acapella, fella. acapella, acapella fella, acapella, acapella fella, acapella, acapella fella. Thank you, I failed. I did my job. Hurrah. Until next time, farewell. Sodium, calcium, and the lilac one's potassium. Copper reminds you of aquariums. Last but not least, the green one is barium. At this point, the song was meant to finalize, but there's more